Let's make some pelmeni together, otherwise known as Russian dumplings. To get started, you'll need 2 pounds of ground turkey, 3 eggs, salt, pepper, 1 onion, 3 cups of flour, and 2/3 cup of water. Then you're going to start by sifting 3 cups of flour into the bowl as seen here. After that, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, and then you'll sift that all together. Keep sifting. Next, you're going to crack 3 eggs. I like to crack mine into a bowl on the side just to make sure I don't get any shells in my mixture and things like that. Then you're going to pour it into your flour and salt mixture and stir it up. Then you'll add your 2/3 cup of water and you'll give that a good mix. Now we're going to use our hands, so we got to make sure to wash them because COVID. Next, we just got to make sure everything is very well combined, using flour when needed. It does get sticky, so this is a necessary step. That's what it should look like, and now we're going to set it off to the side. Now we're going to grab our onion. I used a sweet onion because I like the taste. We're just going to cut the ends off, peel back the layers. Now we're going to grate the onion. Try not to cry. My eyes were burning, but that's okay. It's part of the experience. I'm not gonna lie, it got a little bit tough, so I did start to chop it instead of grating. You gotta have some arms of steel for that job, I'm not kidding. Now we're gonna open our 2 pounds of meat. You can use any meat, I just chose ground turkey because that's what we had in our fridge. Then you're gonna add your finely chopped or grated onions to the mix. Now we're gonna add a tablespoon of salt. The recipe only called for a half, but you know, the more salt the better. Then we're gonna add a little bit of pepper, half a teaspoon is what I used. And now we're just gonna give it all a really good mix. It doesn't look the most appetizing, but I promise it'll be good. Okay, set that off to the side and flour your surface so we can roll our dough out. Make sure to cover your hands in flour as well as a rolling pin. I only used half of the mixture because it does make a lot of dumplings. And just give it all a really good roll. Now that the dough is all rolled out, we're going to take a little glass to cut circles. And they should end up looking like that. And now we're just going to repeat the process. Then we're going to grab a spoon and we're going to scoop a little bit of the meat filling onto these circles. I put a little bit too much, so definitely take away if you need to. That's what I ended up doing. Okay, now is the fun part and also the messy part. So you're going to take your little circle and you're going to fold it over halfway, pinching the sides, and then you're going to take the 2 corners and pinch those together as well, and it should look like that. You're just going to repeat the process. I ended up using a fork to pinch some of the sides together. You don't have to, I just thought it would be easier because I did have a lot of filling and I did not want it gushing out. Oh my gosh, and look how beautiful that is. After all of that hard work, it's time to cook these babies up. So boil some salt water and insert your dumplings when it's piping hot. You'll know when they're ready when they start floating to the surface just like that. Once they're done, you can grab a hand strainer and start putting them in your bowl. Now it's off to the good part. Pour some butter over these bad boys, give it a good toss, and it's ready for a taste test. Oh yeah, I'd definitely make these again.